Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Do you notice something? Maybe something a little different that we did here? What is this? What is this? I don't know. So, anyways, today's video I am very, very excited about because it is the 25-year anniversary of Bobbi Brown. Woohoo! Happy birthday, Bobbi. Happy anniversary. 25 years of beautiful makeup, of inspiring women to look and feel like themselves, just prettier and more confident. I absolutely love working for this brand, and I am so excited that I just started my 9th year with Bobbi Brown. So, woohoo! She made gorgeous, beautiful, limited edition palettes inspired by the places that have inspired her. So there is a New York City palette, a London palette, and a Paris palette, and they're all inspired by a nice mirror compact by the very famous and amazing art designer Richard Haynes. So as you can see, his little signature is at the top. This is the New York City palette, and this has 4 beautiful shades, 3 mattes, and then 1 shimmer. We have the Ivory, Birch, Espresso, and Champagne Quartz, and then the Tawny Blush. And that just kind of slides in, it folds down. It is so stinking cute. The packaging is awesome, and there is a lot of different ways that you could wear this palette. For me today, I took it like a soft, romantic, easy, on the go, as if I was in New York City, I would want something quick and fast. So with this, I actually used that darker eyeshadow in the Espresso as my eyeliner, and I just used that dry. So it's super, super easy. So if you guys would like to see how I created this look using the Bobbi Brown 25-year anniversary palette of the New York City palette, then please keep watching. Love you guys. Okay guys, so I already have all of my complexion, my eyebrows, and a little coat of mascara on. I did my skin exactly how I did it in last week's video, doing my full face with just the 3 shades of the Retouching Wand. So if you guys haven't checked that out, go and check that one out too if you want to see how I got my complexion like this. So to get into the palette, I'm going to start with this lighter shade right here, which is like a creamy light matte white, with my Ice Sweep brush. And I'm just going to take that shade and we are going to press it all over the lid. You could start with an eye base if you have super, super oily eyelids. But for me, since I'm working with a matte, I'm just going and I'm laying in this powder with a decent amount on there, and then that kind of creates my base when using a matte eyeshadow. And with this, why I love this Eye Sweep brush is, see, when you put it on, you can actually see the brightness, where a lot of times when you put on an all over shade, it's a little bit harder to kind of see that brightness show up. And kind of target it to that under brow area and dust it all over the lower lid. Just gonna pop a little bit more brightness under the brow. Go back a little bit more on the other side. Yeah, there we go. That's the brightness that I was looking for. So now that we have that nice matte highlight shade on there, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this shade right here. This is a shade called Birch, and this one is also a matte. And I'm just gonna go in, it's actually a Morphe brush. It is the M513 brush, and it's just like a nice, fluffy, not too dense crease brush. So really, you guys could use whatever. I'm gonna go in with this shade, and we are gonna go all over the lower lid and into the crease. So I'm gonna kind of just lay it sideways on my lower eyelid, and just use the sides of the brush to kind of lay that product down. And then now we're gonna go into the crease of the eye. So with this, just go side to side. And make sure, a nice rule is the width of the brush. Leave that as the width underneath your brow bone for that brightness, so that you know you're always still getting like a really nice lift. I don't know what it is about me, but I always end up doing like this shade and then this shade. A lot of YouTubers do one full eye at a time and then do the other, but I like to go shade by shade on both sides, unless I'm using creams where you're worried about the timing and the drying and all of that. But when using powder, I like to go side to side per shade so that I know that I'm balanced and even. I love this shade. It's called Birch, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's a shade that Bobbi used to make in a single, and now it's actually one of the shades in her cement brow kit, the cement birch brow kit for your eyebrows, where it comes with a magnifying mirror, little tweezers, and then 2 shades of shadow to fill in your brows, and this is one of those shades. So if you missed out and you weren't able to get your hands on the New York City palette and you are just to die for this shade, then you can find it in that palette as well. I'm gonna go in, you guys know me, everything I do to the top, I do to the bottom, I say every time. So I'm gonna go in with just the basic eyeliner brush into that birch, and we're gonna go up underneath my lash line and just get a little bit of dimension underneath the lower lashes. Now we are gonna take just Bobbi's basic eyeshadow brush, this one here, and we are gonna go in with a little bit of this light champagne shade. It's actually called Champagne Quartz, and it is a metallic eyeshadow. And I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of this shade, and we're just gonna press that onto the lower lid to add that really pretty brightness to the eye. I absolutely love this eyeshadow brush because it places the product so beautifully without getting too much fallout. And this shadow was designed to kind of be pressed into the skin versus a lot of sweepy motions. So we're just gonna press that onto the eye. I'm gonna go in and kind of just buff out with my other brush any that kind of jumped into the crease. And then do it the same to the other side on that inner corner. You guys know me, I love sparkle shadow. I wear sparkle shadow all the time. I've talked about it a million times, but I really like this because this is a metallic and it's gonna give a different effect. So it's a little bit more like soft and romantic versus like sparkly flashy. So it's a nice change up for sure. I'm gonna go in and deepen the crease a little bit with a little bit more of that birch, just to kind of get a little bit more intensity at that transition. And this birch is a nice kind of cool taupey brown, I would say. So this is when you can decide what to do with your eyeliner, because there is this shade right here which is called Espresso, and you could use that as a liner using it dry or wet. I'm going to show you swatches on the back of my hand so you can kind of see the difference. So applied dry, I'm just going to take the smoky eyeliner brush, take a little bit of that product. I'm going to show you on the back of my hand how it's just kind of soft, smudgy, smoky, but you can still get that nice line. This is really good if you're like blending out a gel eyeliner. And now I'm gonna wet an eyeliner brush, dip it into the product. I'm gonna show you guys instead. So I just wet my brush and now I'm dipping it into the espresso. And when you go to apply that, it's more wet. So you could use this as a smoky color to do a smoky eye, and then use like a black gel eyeliner to make it super intensified, or you could just do it light, smudgy, soft, smoky. So what I'm gonna do is what am I gonna do? What am I feeling? I'm feeling that I kind of want to be soft, smoky with a lot of lashes because I'm really loving how just like neutral and pretty this look is. So instead of using a gel eyeliner, I am just going to go in with the smoky eyeliner brush. And this brush is just like a nice, dense brush for liner shadows. Dip that in the espresso. I'm tapping it off so I don't get any excess. And then we are just gonna start to smudge this at the lash line, just to intensify a little bit. And I'm gonna go corner to corner, but I am gonna have a little bit more thickness on this outer edge than that inner corner. And with the right brushes, and making sure that you tap it off, you're not gonna get any fallout underneath the eye. So see the difference, how that just kind of added a little bit with that liner? And then I'm gonna take the leftover and just pull it underneath on my lower lash line. I think people forget how amazing powder eyeliners are because they still give you that intensity, but then there's still that just kind of like soft smokiness to it. So check out the difference with one eye to the other, and now we're gonna go ahead and even out this eye. Now that I have lined on the top and the bottom using that espresso, I'm just gonna go in with a little bit more of that champagne quartz, and I'm just gonna pop a little bit on the inner corner of my eye and on the lower lid, right in that inner corner, just to get that little bit of pop of brightness that it was lacking before. So with this, I went subtle and soft, but I absolutely love it. It's like romantic and pretty. So now I'm just gonna go in with, you guys know my favorite, the Eye Opening Mascara, the newest one that Bobbi came out with. It is absolutely amazing. And I'm gonna go in and give myself one more coat of that. You guys, look at the difference from, this eye is one coat of the smoky eye mascara, and then this is after I did a coat of the Eye Opening on the top and the bottom. Like, that changes everything. This mascara is so bomb.com. I can't even handle it. Okay, so now that I am done with my mascara and my eye makeup, I am gonna go in with the blush from the palette. This is the shade Tawny. It's one of Bobbi's like original, tried and true, great on everyone, beautiful, beautiful kind of brown pink. And I'm gonna use the angled face brush. We're just gonna get a little bit of that blush. I always kind of press my blush like into the palm of my hand just to make sure I get everything off the very top. And then we're gonna go in and we're just gonna add a little bit of that on top of the cheekbone. Oh, I love this shade. So pretty. So pretty. Thanks, Bobbi. I love this angled brush because you can get like literally the perfect blush application from starting on the top of the cheekbone and blending back and down. I love this. So pretty. And because I want to be just like slightly fancier, I am gonna go in with a little bit of the pink quartz shimmer brick, this shade right here, with the same brush. And I'm just gonna take that to the very top of the cheeks to add just a little extra highlight. If you wanted to, you could add a little bit of a lighter bar onto the underneath part of your brow, but I love how matte and soft and neutral it is. And then for my lips, I'm gonna go in with the shade Brown, which is just like a nice kind of nudie pink. And that's kind of, for me, my perfect nude. Because to Bobbi, nude doesn't mean like beige, but more what your natural lip tone is enhanced, and I love brown as mine. Then I'm gonna go and line my lips with a little bit of the pink mauve. And I line my lips after, because that way you can see where you need to be filled in. So for me, it's more just on the outer edges. Pretty. Then I'm gonna go in with the brightening white gloss. And that's it. This is today's look using the limited edition New York City palette. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for sending me the requests. I did this video for you guys, so please keep those requests coming. I love you guys so, so much. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, pretty please give it a thumbs up and maybe a share. Thanks guys, love you, bye.